suplex.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition. Just turn mine down to the last one, all the way to the right, all the way to the right. Down. Okay, bring it back up, bring it back up. Good. Perfect. You're the man.
Are you sure?
No, I'll let you know if my ears start bleeding, then you know I'm in trouble.
There you go.
Welcome to another edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the Galley Studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. We are a little behind because technical difficulties do happen on live shows. It happens when you're live. Anything can happen. Call in line 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 to come into the studio. We got a lot to talk about. We are behind. We're still going to try to cram everything in, and hopefully in about 30 minutes, our guest, Miss Santana Garrett, who is participating in the UWW debut history-making show May 21st at the Sahara Hotel, which we Thoughts Count Anywhere. There's a little birdie that's told me a little pre-show that our show and of course the wrestling event will be carried on Title Fight Network.
Title Fight Network.
And our pre-show is going to be from right now. Looks like 7 to 8.
Yes.
7 to 8 p.m. Literally right up to the time the first bell rings. We're excited. More details to follow as well. But make sure you get your tickets. Be live in the Sahara Hotel for this history-making show. UWWFed.com. Get your tickets now. They are hot. They are selling. Yes, it's a week before Memorial Day weekend when the wrestling world seems to be converging in Vegas. But, folks, this is history-making, an all-female promotion. Gentlemen, how we doing? It's been like 2 weeks since I've been in studio with you guys. Did you miss me last week?
Yeah, what the hell?
Listen, I was getting my suntan on at the Revere Country Club. I missed it by that much. I sent you a picture. Booker T was supposed to be at the pairings party for this golf event Friday night, and then I found out right after I sent you guys the picture, he canceled out. I'm like,
So, yes, we did miss you, but did you get us any autographs?
I did not. No, I did not. I did not. As a matter of fact,
Matt, he didn't.
Our host
us.
has been future endeavors.
He didn't miss.
Well, I don't mind sleeping in late. Anyway,
Me either. Fire me.
I'm not doing it by myself. So.
Napoleon McCallum,
Yeah. How's my buddy?
He's doing fine, but he snuck out so fast after the event because he had already gone past the hole that I was on when you and I chatted. And so by the time we got into the clubhouse for the luncheon, he was already gone.
He's a great guy.
He is a tremendous. I saw him Friday night. Had I known, I would have said hello to him Friday. But anyway,
that's my buddy.
Lot going on. Hopefully, like I said, in about 30 minutes, Santana Garrett will be part of the history-making card UWW next Saturday at 8 p.m. Hopefully, will be joining us either via video from Orlando or on the phone. We'll talk to her for about 15 minutes. How you guys doing since I last saw you? By the way, thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Thomas, for coming in last week.
I'm good. Just dealing with all the crazy ones on Fremont Street.
Can't wait for story time. I miss story time.
I got a good one.
Mr. Chief, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I want to say good morning to my Florida friends down there, Mr. Will Hudson and Mr. Ronald Young. Top of the morning to you, gentlemen. And
as well as
Thomas Burnett and my lady over in Hawaii. Who just got 2 awards from school.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes, congrats.
Jennifer, congratulations. 6th grade, she got awards from her school. Terrific lady. She's going to be out here at the end of June, July. And here's the thing, Jennifer, I didn't talk to you about this, but she wants to come in on Aaron's Hour on a day I can bring in Mystic Mona. But that's just it. Jennifer, you're going to have to plan to be here for Thoughts Count Anywhere and be our special guest on set.
Exactly. Because the Chief said so.
That's right. All right, let's get to it. First of all, segment that I've missed in 2 weeks, it is now time for Story Time with Matt. I was too fast on the intro. He wasn't ready.
It's now time.
It is now story time with the enforcer, Mad Mo.
Because Chief said so.
All right, I got a funny one for you guys.
Let's do it.
Talk to me.
There was a guy on like the edge of our property acting all crazy. He told him to go. All of a sudden, he jumped up and tried fighting.
That's
and
never
I was
good.
like, he was just drunk enough that I was just like dodging him, and I was like, dude, just get the hell out of here. And he was like, no, F you. And then he reached into his pocket and said he was going to pull out some weapon. So I pepper sprayed him.
Hell
and
yeah.
then threw him in handcuffs.
Hell yeah.
And he was acting crazy enough that like one of the lieutenants of Metro was driving by and he was like, "You good?" And then he stopped, and this guy was trying to like, he was asking us to put in his reset code because his eyes hurt, and then he wanted to be turned off because he was in too much pain, and then he was just screaming to summon water and all this other stuff. And then the Metro was like, "Well, what the hell are we gonna do with him?" And they're like, "What's your name?" And they like look him up, and he had like 3 felony warrants for his arrest. So he went bye.
Bye. He got reset okay.
Oh, he got reset behind bars.
How the hell does somebody get out of jail with 3 felonies though?
He played Monopoly and had to get a jail-free
You
card.
know, and I'm not putting you on the spot, but stop and think about it. Here's a person that's out on the street with 3 felony warrants. Okay, he shouldn't have got out after the second one.
Well, he wasn't in jail. He got like
does that make
different
sense?
court cases, and they all like he didn't show up, so it turns into warrants.
Okay, gotcha. Wow.
It's like if you rob a car and they say go to court this date, and if you don't go, they issue a warrant for your arrest.
Gotcha. Wow.
Know your business. That's all
Makes
I
you
gotta
wonder.
say. Jennifer says, "Awesome, sounds great. She'll be in here."
Heck yeah.
I know one of the Saturdays is July 2nd, and then I think it's a Saturday before because she's coming in here for some time. Then she's going on to, I want to say Arizona or Texas. Sorry, Jennifer, I don't recall. And then she's coming back into Vegas. So we'll have 2 Saturdays to figure it out.
I think Mr. Burnett's calling you a loser.
No. I don't think
That's
that was
what he
so.
said.
No, I don't know.
Bye-bye, loser.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, see it. Bye-bye, loser.
I see it.
That's what he said.
But I have a funny feeling that's not for Matt. Nobody
You
would.
better be talking about the guy on the ground. 'Cause I'll send a video.
I'm just trying to stir
He's
some
stirring.
shit up.
He's stirring. 7 minutes in. We're
going to
stirring.
goddamn Albertsons right now.
We know where you work.
That's right. I want to send a special shout out to everybody listening on the Go Live Vegas app right now. We thank you for taking us on the go. Remember, if you have an Alexa product, which we have actually right here on the desk, you can tell Alexa, play Go Live Vegas Radio. Take us on the go with you. 702-329-6947. Press the number 1. Okay, it's time for I Hear Voices. He's right on time. Very good. Rumor this week is that Las Vegas will host WrestleMania 40.
Epic. They're going to take all my money.
Where are they holding it? At Allegiant? Are they going to do it in the stadium or T-Mobile?
Cashman Field.
Cashman? They're going to do it outside?
Of course they're doing it at Allegiant Stadium.
Well, I don't know. I'm just verifying, guys, because there's a lot of facilities.
What the hell?
Allegiant.
This is what you get for being away for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Allegiant.
I'm just throwing it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Usually we end up getting we never get the anniversary shows in this town. It's always like one-off.
Right.
And it's annoying as hell. So I figured getting the actual anniversary 40th WrestleMania would be epic.
Nice round number.
But I still don't believe it. I think we're going to get 41 just because they're assholes.
Well,
even years ago when they were doing the countdown to the 1,000th Raw.
Yes.
And how big of a deal it was going to be. What did Las Vegas get?
$9.99.
999 episode of Monday Night Raw.
I remember that.
Well, listen, maybe if it does happen after California, maybe we know people in WWE and TCA can do a little something out there. Wouldn't that be cool?
Hell yeah.
I just
Not that I don't know if we know of anybody.
I think it's going to be interesting. We're going to have some good matches at Double or Nothing with AEW coming up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when Money in the Bank gets out here this year, we're going to have some roll-off matches for that. Then we're going to have WrestleMania coming in. It's going to be freaking huge for Vegas. And what are they calling us now? The sports mecca?
Yeah, sports capital as well.
Sports capital or something.
Possibly have WrestleMania. We got the Super Bowl coming.
Thomas, don't get all over me, buddy. Thomas, back off, buddy. It is my job to ask questions and provide options, Thomas.
They're going to run the Silver Nugget.
I got him.
Let's go out to the Las Vegas ballpark in Summerlin. They got a pool out there.
I got him stirred up already. There we go.
All right. Number 2, WWE says to be saving Drew McIntyre and Reigns for a bigger show rather than doing Backlash. Meantime, they're sticking Shinsuke in between as a placeholder till they build to that feud based on last night.
I think since Vegas is getting the first stadium show, I would bet that McIntyre versus Roman will end up at either Money in the Bank or SummerSlam.
This year?
I would hope they would hold it off for the UK show just because it's right near Scotland and that's Drew McIntyre territory. So that'd be cool for him to main event
Out
that
there.
show.
Yeah.
And I think if I remember right, I think that show's going to be at Wembley Stadium.
No, it's at Cardiff. What the hell's the name of it?
Cardiff on the
It's in
Sea?
Cardiff, but it's a different name.
Okay. Let me.
We'll look it up. Our crack research staff will look at verify. Okay, listen. They've been talking about this match for what, 6-7 months now.
Yeah.
Apparently, the tag team unification storyline was apparently a little bit of a swerve because, again, for what we just said, they didn't want them to go one-on-one. Now all of a sudden it's a 6-man. I want to see it. The question is going to be: will they have the balls to have Drew actually beat? If it gets to that point, will they have the balls to have Drew beat Roman Reigns for the title? That's the question, in my mind.
With all the like later on in the thing, I know Fox wants exclusivity with
Right.
some of the wrestlers.
Right.
So if they exclusively want Roman on SmackDown, there has to be some form of champion on Raw.
Right. Okay.
So he's got to lose something, or they got to debut a new title, or something has to happen.
Well, he's still carrying around both titles, is he not?
Yeah.
So it's not like he's got a unified belt to carry around, which would lead me to
So
think what
far.
you're just talking so far. Even though they have one designed, don't they? They have a new a unified title designed already. But if he's still carrying around the two, that kind of leads me to what you just talked about, which is perfect. If he's still carrying around two instead of one, maybe, like you said, they may go back to splitting the title again.
Yeah.
And all that was just set up for WrestleMania.
The title's not been unified yet. He is still carrying two belts
Right.
around.
Right, that's-
So it's not been unified.
Even though they've announced that it was a unification match in
Exactly.
WrestleMania. No, so I'm agreeing. He's not carrying around a unified belt. He's carrying around the two separate ones.
Exactly.
So it could leave the door open, like you just talked about, Matt, which I think is a great thought.
And it's going to be Principality Stadium in Westgate Street, Cardiff, United Kingdom,
There you go. All right. And what is the date of that show again?
September 3rd.
All right.
What he said.
6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time +1.
Okay. I have no idea what time that means, but okay.
Neither
so
do
here's
I.
It'll air
It
sometime
sounded
September
good.
3rd here.
That's right.
It sounded
So
good.
here's the thing, though, with that card in September and Money in the Bank is in July, right? Is that right? The July weekend, for like July 4th weekend or somewhere
Yeah,
around
July 2nd.
there? Okay.
wanna
So,
say.
that's the same weekend Jennifer's going to be in town. She's picked a good weekend to come for here.
Yeah.
But is that, depending on how that happens, whoever wins it, will that match then have impact on McIntyre and Reigns maybe facing each other on that UK card?
It could, yeah.
I mean, there could be some big implications there, especially if they're leading into 39 with Rock and Reigns,
yeah.
especially when you watch Young Rock the last couple of weeks.
Well, yeah. By the way, shout out to Mr. Luke Hawk, who played
A very young,
Some guy named Stone Cold.
Steve Austin.
but he was still the ringmaster, wasn't he, at that point?
I believe so, yeah.
Right? And then they had Colt Cabana
Cabana.
played the Brooklyn Brawler, Steve
Yeah.
Lombardi, which is pretty
Didn't
cool.
mean to get us off track.
No,
though.
you're good. No, that's fine. It ties right into it because everybody talked about the line in the show from the week before when the young Joe was hanging around his neck.
Acknowledge me!
Right, acknowledge me, and that's a WrestleMania kind of match.
And you know how much my wife loves wrestling.
Yes, of course.
She actually watched Young Rock with me Tuesday night.
Okay.
She don't. You know, she don't do that, man.
I watched that episode yesterday. I thank goodness.
It's a good show. It's like entertaining, but like as far as like if you know Rock's story,
Yeah.
a lot of that show doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well,
No,
of course, it's
no.
TV. That's the thing we have to keep in mind. But I'm more into the wrestling stuff to see who they get to look like the other wrestlers. The guy who played Undertaker, Mick Foley, close. But Stone Cold and the Brooklyn Brawler and some of these other guys and the young Triple H, you know.
I chatted with Luke and I told him, I said, man, to keep it a surprise from us. I said
6 months he had to keep it a surprise.
I said, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I said, but you did a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you hooked me now. So
He was interviewed on Busted Open earlier this week, and I think they filmed that show actually in Australia. Because he brought up Chavo Guerrero's name because he's like the I don't want to say producer, but he's behind the scenes.
one of the directors.
He's one, yeah, and he was supposed to be there for 6 months and then go back to AEW, And then for something changed, because Luke was supposed to replace Chavo.
Correct.
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
Well, then Chavo came back, not came back, he never left. They kept him on for the full season.
Yes.
So that's when they injected Luke into that role as well. He had
Stone Cold.
Yeah, it was just, it's fascinating to see that behind the scenes stuff.
Definitely.
Whether we all know, listen, it's TV. They're going to dramatize some of that. We know not that it's not all 100%, but it's just fun. It's just fun to watch. I think it's pretty
definitely.
good. Next rumor. Rumor is more WWE releases are coming soon.
I think
That's
the
not
main
surprising.
roster ones are next.
Who would you think? Give me a couple of names who you think could get cut. I don't mean to put you guys on the spot. If you're in the chat room, or give us a call, 702-329-6947. Who could be on the chopping block for the next round of future endeavors? Who do you think? Who hasn't been seen on TV in a while with anything worthy that... I mean, Ali came out. He won big against Miz that first match, right?
Yeah.
And then came back and he lost to Theory, if I'm not mistaken. You know, you get thrown into those quick storylines, and next thing you know, here's your slip, you know? So...
You know, I got to tell you, I worry about Shotzi. You know, she can do just about any storyline there is. I just worry about her. We haven't seen her a lot since, you know, recently coming up from NXT. The other ones I'm going to say, some of the guys, the younger fellas, you know, who've moved up, you just don't see them on TV anymore.
I can't even think of anybody that's moved up other than Ciampa along Chiefs line that we've seen. A couple of names came up in the chat room. We have Chad Gable's name came up courtesy of Jason. Good morning, Jason. And then he also brought up Otis. They've just, they were just champions. Why would they, to me...
They've got to keep the tag teams around.
Absolutely. And then here's another name that's going to shock people, but Alexa Bliss. He says with a question mark.
She hasn't been on TV in a while.
I don't know.
Someone would scoop her up instantaneously if that freaking happened.
Right. All right, so just food for thought. Other than we have those names, keep putting them in the chat room. Who do you think could be in danger for the next round of cuts as we get ready, getting close to get ready for the Chiefs rant here at the bottom of the hour? We want to make sure that gets in before we talk to Jennifer. And really quickly, the last voice I want to talk about. Rumor is WWE might turn Roman Reigns babyface. I don't like it.
I saw that. That's stupid.
Let me throw something out there.
Okay.
And we heard it this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Your third favorite wrestling podcast?
Our RK Bros, all right?
Right.
When they were talking about them breaking up.
Months ago, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, months ago.
And Mr. 14-time holding the belt, Mr. Randy Orton, feels that his partner should be given the push to go after the belt. My thought is, if this happens, to me, there's people in line way before him that will get a title shot. So, I just wonder if that'll actually happen.
It's possible.
That was a rumor for WrestleMania last year. It was going to be Randy Orton versus Riddle for the WWE Championship.
Right. Well, right now, RK Bro is money.
Yeah.
RKO is money. They are right now what New Day was when they first got started. No matter what they touch, no matter what they do.
They were only supposed to last less than a month. That's the crazy part.
Ron put in Pete Dunne.
Yes.
Might be on the chopping block.
Jason just put in their Big E. Now, there was just a medical update that he provided, which I know we'll get to here in a moment. But would they really cut Big E while he's in this position? That would be ruthless.
That would be the worst PR move they could possibly
absolutely.
make.
Okay, let me ask a question realistically. I think Vince and the WWE are paying Big E's medical bills.
I would hope so.
No doubt about it in my mind. So I think with what we've seen and what we read and heard, he's going to have to be in the neck brace an extended period of time. I can't see WWE releasing him due to the medical issue.
Well, Jason just put up there, they did it to Nia. The only thing with Nia, Jax, is that she, according to reports, she actually went back to the WWE and she asked them for another like 4 weeks of extended leave because she wanted that mental break. Okay, she wanted just a little more time to recharge. And she was declined, and at the same time, yeah, I saw that.
See, my fans are chiming in.
There's a big difference between
talk to me.
I broke my neck and I can't move, and my feelings are hurt. My head's just not right. I need another 4 months off paid, please.
And that's the whole story. Okay,
my life's so hard being a millionaire.
Hey, good morning, Richard. All right, with that, you know what time it is? It's time we get the devil round up. It is he's getting warmed up. He's stretching. He's got his teeth in. He's
doing
ready
his jazzercise.
Doing his jazzercise. With that, it's the Chiefs Rant.
I'm making that a fucking t-shirt.
I'm getting browbeat.
Chief-a-size. All right, Chief, take it away.
All right, hey, good morning, fans. Chiefing ain't easy, that's for damn sure. My 3 minutes of fame is now 2:58. Hey, I've got a serious topic I want to talk about, and it may take me a little bit more than 3 minutes.
I'm just keeping an eye on the clock so we make sure we have time for Santana.
No problem.
Hopefully.
The three of us collectively have purchased merchandise and
once or twice
as wrestling collectors, and we go to Top Rope Collectibles most of the time to purchase. And I told Will earlier in the week I was going to do this rant.
Okay.
Yesterday I talked to both of the admins in TRC, and I can't, we've got AEW coming out here at the end of the month, and they're having a fan fest out here. And, you went on their website yesterday to look at it, and the ticket said $54. Well, when you clicked on the damn button and you actually got to the main page, it's $69.35, folks, to get the hell in. Just for the ticket to get in the door. Then I'm assuming that most of the autographs are going to be $75. If you want Britt Baker, or you want her boyfriend, or you want John Moxley or some of the others, they're going to be at least $75 autographs. Well, there's $150 right there. Now, on the website, it didn't say if you could take your personal item in. And it didn't say if you could take it in, how many you could take in to get autographed. So, to me, it's the big companies trying to stick it to us sideways. It's all about the money. A friend of ours has always said that to us. And I'm going to shout his name out, Mr. Scott Hosey, who I respect tremendously. He said more than once, it's all about merchandise. So now I'm going to roll it back to Top Rope Collectibles. They do a show Tuesday nights. 5 o'clock my time out here in Vegas, 8 o'clock Eastern time. You want to go on, buy merchandise, and buy merchandise at a very reasonable price, and they take care of, they help you out, they'll get it certified for you, they'll give you a great deal at a great price. I've bought a lot of stuff from them.
I love TRC.
And the bottom line, these guys, Mr. Will Hudson and Mr. Ben Bowman, okay, and some of the other admins that are in there, I'm going to tell you, you get fantastic quality items. Most of it's certified, or it can get certified, because I'm getting ready. Mr. Hudson's got 2 of mine. He's getting a Scarlet, and he's getting a Johnny Morrison certified for me next week when he goes down. And, they do a great job. $15 for certification. You can't beat that. Again, I'm just going back to AEW, and $150, you can keep it. I won't be there, but I will continue to support Top Rope Collectibles. And fellas, I know I took a little bit more time. I apologize on that, but I just had to get that out there. That really pissed me off when I seen those prices from AEW. And it's the bottom line is, it's supposed to be about the fans. It's not about the fans. They're outpricing themselves to make it not about the fans anymore. So that's the Chiefs rant today. Over and out.
You know what? I love TRC. As a matter of fact, since I know they're both in the chat room, I have to let them know and apologize. I've not been able to get on their most recent. Are we on landing on the 5th floor or something? We're hearing tones in our headset from our producer's laptop.
It's okay.
So guys,
beam me up, Scotty.
Guys, I haven't been on the shows in the last couple of weeks because the days that you do your shows, I've just been extremely buried. So I miss you guys. Don't cut me off. Don't delete me. Don't, I love you. So I'm just letting you know, give me a pass for the last couple. I had to just have my daughter in town. I mean, things have been nuts. But I love TRC. Their stuff is good shit. I'll just say it just like that. That's all. All right. I've gotten confirmation that our guest Santana will be calling in on our hotline, hopefully in about 5-6 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, delay. Talk about a delay. Holy crap.
Speaking of like the Fan Fest and the Chiefs rant, I can almost start rant 2.0. Because if you're mad over the $75 prices for like Scorpio Sky, the Jericho one at Chicago was $250 just to meet Jericho at the thing.
All right, but let me ask you a question though. Let's be okay. So Jericho himself, $220 to get in to see him, right? $220 to get in, and then was that just Jericho?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't Jericho worth that kind of money? Because of who he is and his status and everything he's done versus, let's say, a general AEW show when you don't really know who's going to get there. You know what I'm saying? Where's the value? Value is always placed on what people are willing to pay. You have the approval of the chief. What else? There you go. There you go. I guess my words mean shit. So, all right, William, I got you. Don't worry about it. I guess he has forgotten about me. That's what I'm saying. Listen, value is always placed on what people are willing to pay, regardless. It could be free. If someone's not going to take something because, if I'm going to give you something for free and you don't want it, there's no value to it for you.
Let me put it this way to you. Are we in agreement that Hulk Hogan's a big name in professional wrestling?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Kind of a big deal.
All right. You can get a Hulk Hogan autograph anywhere between $100 and $150 for Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
And if Hulk Hogan's at that range, then if Jericho's the GOAT right now in professional wrestling, as many people think he is, then he should be, around that price range.
Okay.
Okay, just my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, the one that I think should, getting the money is Taker.
Oh, no question.
Okay, that's the one I think. But I agree with you, Matt. $250 for Jericho, I'll pass. Just my opinion.
It was just a question.
That's okay.
It was just a question.
It's okay.
It's just kind of crazy to me because when Jericho was in town for his concert, he was doing a signing at Zia Records, and all you had to buy was the $10 CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thought of spending $240 to meet somebody you've met like 100 times, I'm like, eh.
That's how I look. I'll put it this way to you. That's why, I've learned from TRC, and they've got a great family there. I've learned that most of the things that I buy now, I make sure they get certified. I know they're real. Okay.
But even then, with like all that, if there's not these big companies with these big wrestlers, there is no TRC either.
Exactly. No, hey, I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Not only is there no TRC, but then there's
no TCA.
Right, exactly. You know where I was going with that. Absolutely. You owe me a beer, by the way. Is that what they still
what kind
say?
do you drink?
I don't drink anymore.
I don't either.
Isn't that what you say when two people say something?
I drink water.
I know, me too. I got you. Okay, so I'm also in the process of communicating with Jennifer Santana. She's Becky's also on business, and she just was messaging me. She's looking forward to the interview with Santana. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Jennifer Santana, and then Santana's calling in. You should have seen us in text when I was trying to set that up.
Santana Garrett.
Yes, Santana Garrett, who is she's been in wrestling a long time, including being with part of the big shows.
Undertaker's going to do a signing in Orlando in a few weeks. $229 to get an autograph.
Is he worth that money?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'd pay that for the Undertaker all day.
For Taker, yes.
Again, all I'm going to say is that in any business, when you sell something, value is only placed on what someone's willing to pay for it. That's all.
Yeah.
So the value of $69 to go into an AEW Fan Fest, for you, the value is not there.
No.
For $229, the value is there for the Taker. But some people will pay the $69 because for them it's
I'm
value
sure
for that.
there's going to be a whole lot of people paying it.
What's the WWE charge to get into the Fan Fest when they do WrestleMania? And I ask that because I don't know.
I don't know.
$40-$50.
To get into Fan Fest?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Hey, if we're off helter-skelter, guys who are in the chat room that have info, please chime in and help us out if you don't mind.
Carlos, nice innuendo notation.
my man Carlos, good morning, sir. How you doing?
Okay, I don't want to get into too much of a deep conversation because any moment Santana Garrett should be calling in. But so we're going to, when we come back, probably after the top of the hour, we're going to get into Backlash, which of course is tomorrow night. Let's talk about Backlash just on a general sense. Okay,
Yeah,
I don't want to get into the matches, but what's your feeling about Backlash overall? Is there excitement for this card or not?
I got a name that could possibly get dropped.
Okay.
Jude drop.
Yeah, but she started something with Nikki Ash last week. She was seen in a backstage.
I got another name. Nikki Ash.
I was hoping you were picking up on that.
They can tag team themselves right to the unemployment line.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
oh, my goodness.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I'm encouraging it.
Yeah, you know.
Because Matt said so.
Hey, you know, I'm glad to see Raquel come, or what's her name now?
Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, I'm glad to see her come up. I really am. Let's see. What did Will say? $75 to get into Access, WWE Access Fan Fest. Hasn't been $40 in 20 years.
There you go. Thank you, William.
Thanks, Will.
All right, so now we've got an apples to apples comparison away. $75 to get into to Access for WrestleMania, $69 to get into, or whatever it is, for AEW. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Yes, WrestleMania Backlash. and you know what? I got to be honest with you.
Our people.
I kind of agree because one of the big matches is supposed to be Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, right? And it's boring. There's no heat there. Ronda's coming off so, we've talked about this for weeks, she's coming off so uninterested in this match that would be not funny, but she's actually being predicted to possibly win the title tomorrow.
You know,
There's Thomas right now
we
sharing his thoughts.
We were talking about it before the show this morning, and I think, Aaron, you hit it on the head. Ronda's got to do a heel turn sometime.
Yeah, especially now with the potential of Lacey Evans coming back as a face, there's a good chance that may actually happen.
And, you know, does Ron? Well, let's play this out real quick. Does Ronda win the belt from Charlotte here, and then it's Ronda and Lacey? Is that what Is that what looks like the game plan's going to be? Possibly.
If not, you know who else I wouldn't mind seeing stepping up into that against Ronda?
Talk to me.
Shayna
Baszler.
Of course. That's a natural.
She's due.
Is that not? But just on a whole, is that not a match and a feud that people have been calling for years?
Yeah.
Like Lashley and Lesnar.
So, but let me ask you the question: How much wrestling do you think you would see in that match, or would you see more MMA?
It'd be like a mix between the two, but I'm almost positive Ronda's going to win the belt tomorrow. But to get the best out of Ronda, I want to see a heel Bailey come back. Because if anybody's going to get the best out of Ronda, it's Bailey.
That
Promo-wise and wrestling-wise. She's
and I don't disagree with you, but I do agree with our colleague over here that Shayna is that would be a that'd be a damn good match, man. Shayna and Ronda, I think.
What she said in
What are you
multiple
beeping me
interviews.
for, man?
So I just got another potential name which is not showing up in the chat room
Talk to me.
to go. And I'm saying this because she's listening.
Talk to me. Who's listening?
How about for the title now?
Who's listening?
How about a surprise for? Let's say Ronda wins, and we need a new face to come in to go with the title. How about
Jenny
How about
Santana?
Jenny Santana to come in?
Hell yeah, see?
Second generation for Tito Santana's daughter.
See, good minds.
Right?
Good minds think alike.
There you go. I mean, why not have Jenny sneak in out of nowhere and steal the opportunity from Lacey, and go for it?
She got my vote all day.
I heard a rumor. I'm gonna tell you what. She puts a hell of a headlock on you. That's for damn sure.
I hope your
I'm
wife.
st-
I hope your wife wasn't watching when she did that, because otherwise she's got some hints now.
She was laughing. She was laughing the whole way, man. As soon as I walked in the door, she started laughing.
Thank you, Ben. Be safe out there at your convention that you're at. We are currently right now simply waiting for Santana Garrett to call in. She is back east in a theme park somewhere with as part of a family function. So hopefully she's trying to find a space to call us. So
I think Ben's in Ashland, Kentucky today. He told me he was
is he going for the Derby?
No. He told me he was going to see DDP and Sergeant Slaughter today.
Did you see Sergeant Slaughter? They're redoing or coming back out with his action figure again, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they're coming out with new G.I. Joe figures.
Right?
Man. That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. Good for him. And you know what, though? It's a name that what's good is a lot of the names from the past are not being forgotten when you see something like that, right? Chief, I can see Chief's got something.
I'll never forget.
I have no comment.
You don't like Sarge as G.I. Joe and all of that? I mean, I'm asking because I don't know. Obviously, you don't like the idea from what I could tell in your body language and the eye shot you just sent me.
I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Please.
I would not own a Sergeant Slaughter autograph.
Okay.
At all.
No, it's his action figure for G.I. Joe.
I wouldn't own that either.
May I ask why? It's like Geraldo Rivera.
Can I have another 3 minutes?
You have until hopefully Santana calls in.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't mind people making money, okay? However, if you go back and you look, Sergeant Slaughter was never in the Marine Corps.
Okay. I didn't know his history.
Okay.
So
I know his
I
history.
don't think Duke the Dumpster Drosy was ever a garbage
Stop.
guy either.
Stop.
okay. So
Stop.
So they gave him in that as a character, as part of his
Okay.
character.
Another one a while back.
Okay.
Manny Fernandez.
Okay.
Supposedly was in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Wasn't in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
Kind of ticks me off when you are a military person
Sure.
and you've served your country that people can go out and wear a Marine Corps Smokey Bear hat
Right.
and make millions of dollars off of it.
Okay. That makes
Okay.
sense. I can see that.
So I'm going to leave it there. I have no
We
more
have,
comment.
and I agree that we have a caller on the line, and I feel like we're getting off the exit ramp. All right, let's take the call because I know who it is. Ladies and gentlemen, taking a little time away she's out in Orlando, but she's being part of the first historic all-female card, May 21st, UWW. Please welcome to Thoughts Count Anywhere, Miss Santana Garrett. Santana, how are you this morning?
I am well. How are you guys?
We are doing well. I'm Aaron. We have Chief. We have Thomas. Jeez Louise.
What the hell did
Matt,
you
I have no idea. Let me try that again. We have Chief. Santana just got, she's a wrestler. She threw me off. She's gorgeous. She's coming out here. Chief and Matt here, thank you for taking time. So I know you're with family, and we appreciate you taking a little time with us. So I'm just going to ask the general question, Santana. What's it going to be like on the 21st when you take part in, historically, the first all-women's promotion, and you have a match on that card? Give us your feelings about that.
Yes, first of all, I apologize in advance. I am with the family and around thousands of people I met at Disney today. But I wanted to make sure I got on here and chatted with all of you to talk about the upcoming event, May 21st in Las Vegas. I couldn't be more excited. I'm a part of history, so and the best part is it's my birthday weekend. So
Oh,
happens
wow.
On the 21st, and then my birthday's the 22nd. So
Right
couldn't
on.
be more excited to celebrate my birthday that way.
Right on. So, oh, we have a little happy birthday background music for you.
Yes.
Is that
I
there you go.
appreciate it.
We got listen, and we're going to be doing a pre-show there, our show, and I'm going to be on commentary.
Excellent.
So we all look forward to meeting you in person.
Excellent.
Okay.
Likewise.
Let's fire away a question, Matt. Somebody, let's fire away because our time is limited. So let's fire away.
Who do you want to, with the roster currently of UWW, who do you want to get in the ring with the most?
So I'm very much looking forward to my match on the 21st against Christy Jane. We've both been around for quite some time. We've crossed paths. However, we have yet to step into the ring together. So we've been on the same events all over the world, as a matter of fact. But so I'm looking forward to my match with Christy Jane, but then also Ivelisse Velez. I mean, she is, in my opinion, not one of the best female wrestlers, but one of the best wrestlers in the entire world. So I have wrestled her quite a few times, again, all over the world. But it's been a while, and I'm ready to get back in the ring with the best.
Heck yeah.
Santana, it'll be good to see you again. I've had the great fortune of meeting you out here in Las Vegas before, so it'll be good to see you again. My question is, the promotions that you've wrestled at before, what brings the difference for the UWW? Being an all-female promotion, this has got to be exciting for all of you.
Absolutely. I am huge when it comes to women's wrestling, women empowerment. And so anytime it's an all-women's event, it means so much to me that, somebody, sees the value in us, because we definitely see it in ourselves. And having that platform to display our skills, I love all women's events.
Let me ask you a question. You've obviously been in a lot of promotions. So growing up, when did you get into wrestling, and what was your inspiration to get in, and who did you try to model or learn from as your career progressed?
I grew up as a fan of wrestling. I have 5 brothers, 2 little sisters, and it was rare that we got one-on-one time with either of our parents. So for me, wrestling is what brought my father and I together. We would watch it, and he's been my biggest inspiration. I used to watch him. I'm actually a second-generation wrestler. I watched him follow his dream, become an independent professional wrestler, turned promoter on the independent scene, and then I was able to follow in his footsteps, make it past the independents, and get a contract with WWE, Impact, working for AEW, so traveling the world, and it's been a dream come true.
Folks, this young lady that we're talking to, she's wrestled the likes of Brooke Tessmacher, Gail Kim, Christina Von Eerie. She was a tag partner with Amber O'Neal. So the one that I want to bring up right now, Santana, are you looking forward to wrestling Christina Von Eerie again?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. So there was a time when women's wrestling was not what it is today, and at one point in time there were 3 active female wrestlers in the state of Florida, and that was me, Leva Bates, and Christina Von Eerie. So her and I stepped into the ring many, many years ago, quite a few times. I felt like every other weekend I was wrestling Christina Von Eerie. We have great in-ring chemistry. She is an amazing athlete, and I am most definitely excited to get back into the ring with Christina Von Eerie.
Nice. With the whole women's wrestling revolution and everything like that, I always ask the same question. Who is your Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling?
Let's see. Past, present.
All the above.
All of the above. That is a phenomenal question.
Well, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but Jennifer Santana is listening, so I would maybe leave a little spot for her.
Hey, you leave her off your list, man. She put a damn chokehold on me, man, like to kill me.
I'll just put 4 versions of Santana Garrett on mine.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's get to that question. It's a toughie. I wasn't prepared for it.
We ask the tough questions around here.
Seriously. So can it be males too?
Anybody you want.
Sure.
It's your
Stone
Mount
Cold
Rushmore.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Gail Kim, who else? Trish Stratus and Lita.
That's a
good combo.
Absolutely.
You know what? Mickey James too. Mickey James.
All right, we'll give you 5 heads on the Mount Rushmore, even though there's only supposed to be 4. We'll give
Thank
you
you.
5.
Appreciate it.
You're the
It's
star.
Santana Garrett. She can have whatever she wants.
She was. You know what? You're
Free
right. Right. Like Matt just said, you are who you are. You can have whatever you want. You want 10 heads, you can have 10 heads on Mount
Hey,
Rushmore. We don't
I
care.
do have a
Yes.
I do have a quick question. Are you bringing merch with you?
I believe they're going to have 8x10s and such there.
Okay.
And I should have some stuff as well.
Thank you, dear.
All right, mate, let's get to it. We want to get you back to your family, so let's do this. May 21st, the Sahara Hotel, UWW making its debut. I want you to do a shoot on people who are listening to the show right now and tell them why they need to be there. Go for it.
Okay, honestly, guys, this is the first of many events featuring some of the best females in the entire world. So whether you're local or you have to take a flight to get there, you're definitely going to want to be there. You'll be a part of history. I'll be a part of history. Let's make it happen. I will see you in Vegas on the 21st, and we'll celebrate my birthday.
There you go. Any
be
message?
there.
Any message for your opponent before we say goodbye?
No, may the best woman win.
Oh,
Aside
there you
from that,
go.
we are good and perfect timing because I'm up next to order my food here at
Go
Disney.
get
Go,
some food.
girl, go.
Santana Garrett, once again, God bless you and your family. Thank you so much for giving us some time, and we'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
Take care.
you. Oh, I got goosebumps.
Bye.
Thank you, Santana.
See you later.
Santana Garrett, she just gave me goosebumps because you know why? She took time away from her family to be with us this morning, and we appreciate that. Okay.
If
what
you got goosebumps now, wait till you see her in person.
did you? Speaking of which, and I'm going to do this because it's the kind of show. If you missed one of the messages that came up towards the end, a lady named Christina Elicus Oliveris, she posted in the chat room. Her husband has asked if we have a bigger picture of Santana. So leave that for what it's worth. Okay, with that, you are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Sponsors, we appreciate your patience. We will make it up to you as we go in the second hour. Second hour up next, Backlash Talk, coming up right after this.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit hey, all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
And we're back for the second hour of Thoughts Count Anywhere. Now I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, the golden voice of Las Vegas, the Wrestling Hall of Famer, Mr. Aaron Phillips.
Wow.
Not bad. I'm learning.
That's not. Did you record that?
I'm learning.
I want to take that around with me.
I'm learning from your book.
Oh, yeah.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge my book.
There you go.
Now available on Kindle, or email me
Speaking
for a
of
signed
which,
autograph.
where is your book?
I don't know. It's floating around here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He throws it around. Every show takes it out. It's crazy.
All right. Calling on the phones because the Chiefs said so.
702-329-6947. Press the number 1. Now it's time for some Backlash conversation. Now we're going to get into the matches.
You know, seriously, though?
Yes.
A huge shout out to Miss Santana Garrett for coming on.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my dear, for taking the time to be with us, even though you're spending quality time with your family today.
And great said, and I have a message here from Jennifer. She loved the interview. She's still listening, and so we need to keep talking good about her.
And you're not going to put me in a damn headlock no more.
No, he's still having trouble sleeping since then, Jennifer, but it's all good. His wife took notes, though, on how to do that headlock,
Yes,
so that's
did.
giving him problems at home. All right, anyway, let's get into it, guys. Tomorrow, 4 p.m. pre-show, 5 p.m. live action. Those are all Pacific times, of course. It is WrestleMania Backlash. Is every event now going to have the word WrestleMania in front of it?
I think it's always just the main of like the one after WrestleMania, just because they're lame like that.
Because every Raw and SmackDown's been like WrestleMania Raw, or was it just the week after?
I think it was just the week
before
after whatever they did.
WrestleMania is over a month ago, so we might as well drop it. Means nothing. All right, let's get into it, fellas.
Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey.
Where are you starting? Oh, right on top there.
At the top.
At the first line, first
Holy
word.
Shit. I thought I was slow.
I know Santana Garrett is pretty and all.
I know,
but
it is. I need a cold shower if
Do
you're
we
talking
have
to
to
Santana.
retrain you again?
No,
being-
Santana Garrett's picture was up there dressed like Wonder Woman.
Are
and
we
I,
gonna,
you know,
are we going to have trouble after
You may have
next
to
week?
retrain.
He's not going to be here next week.
No, but I'll be on
because
video.
It's going to be video.
Yeah, that's
He's
all
not
good.
going to be in studio. So are we going to have to retrain him for the next week?
I'm gonna-
You know, we're having trouble
That
with
when
him
it's the
now,
pre-show,
man.
so he better be on his.
I better be
own.
ready. Pre-show. We got a lot to do that day. Think about that on the 21st. We got our show, right? Then I have my show from 12 to 1. Then we get to go home for a couple hours.
You got the banner, right?
I have our show banner.
Okay.
And then we get to go home for a couple hours. And then when I talk to Jennifer Santana next week on timing and everything, find out what time we need to get there, to set up and get ready for pre-show. We have a very busy Saturday, May 21st, fellas. This is going to be big because everything's going to be carried on Title Fight Network. They only have like 2 million subscribers. No pressure.
You know, this is, and I'm going to say, you know, I'm just an old guy who enjoys doing what I'm doing. I was brought into this, but to see, for you two, okay, to see this grow to where we're going to be in 2 weeks, and you two have brought me along with you, it's greatly appreciated and loved.
Duly acknowledged. And I was just going to say, Matt, you and I, along with Scott,
Mr. Hosey,
were the foundation
Thank you.
and founders of the show.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the early days we talked about what's the possibility of what TCA could do someday, right?
Yeah.
You know, we met some great people at Unicon, and who knows what happens there, right? But
Yep.
we got an opportunity to interview some great people there. And now here we are, just like Chief said, because of saying hello to somebody at the Toy Con who happened to have been Jennifer Santana, right place, right time to just talk.
great lady.
And now we have this opportunity, and Chief's right. Come August this year is what, 3 years?
3
Yeah.
years.
We've been doing this for 3 years. You got 2 guys, or 3 guys now, 2 guys who are originally still part of it. 3 guys, though, that when you know, for the many years that we've all followed wrestling, I know it's got to be over 100 years of combined wrestling fandom. To be here.
It's 100 years right there.
Right there, right. We're just started.
I love it. I love it.
And for us to, you know, to be able to talk about a sport, we'll just call it a sport because it is, something that we love and value so
Sports
much.
entertainment.
Yeah, but you know what? What they do is very athletic.
You
That's
better
why.
believe it.
That's why I still like to use the word sports.
I agree.
It's almost like a synchronized gymnastics event in a way. But
Totally correct.
here we were. We talked about it almost 3 years ago. What could we do eventually? And with your great work on social media to promote us on Facebook and on Instagram and YouTube and everything that you do behind the scenes to get the show out there, Again, Jennifer Santana, we want to thank you for believing in how TCA Thoughts Count Anywhere can help you, help promote the new venture. We're excited as all get out. That's a great thing. And your words are duly noted, and greatly appreciate that you shared that thoughts with us.
Yep.
When we first started at like that first studio, and I thought we had like 3 viewers. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. That I was as part of it, and it turned into, well, it's starting to turn into something.
Yeah.
It's freaking amazing to be a part of, and
I want to let everybody know it takes work, folks.
Yeah, it's not an overnight thing.
No,
for sure.
I've taken 16 years to be an overnight star. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, all the work we do behind the scenes, you on social media, all of us getting guests, talking and communicating and getting our word out there, it takes time. We don't just come in on Saturdays and start throwing around BS. You know what I'm saying? We do our homework and we do our work and prepare for the show.
You look at some of the people who we've actually had on the show. Victoria, my buddy, Jake Roberts. Shout out to you, Jake.
He hasn't been on the show.
He hasn't been on the show.
No, but he's gone by.
He saluted everybody.
He's gone. He gave us the royal salute. Sledge.
Yes.
Okay.
Luke Gallows.
Luke.
Some random ass tag team called like Demolition.
Yeah.
Vicky Guerrero.
Yep. So
TJ Perkins.
You look at
Jennifer Santana.
Jennifer
Garrett,
Santana.
And Jennifer Santana.
And
Jennifer Santana.
And, you look at it and it can only build. It can only build.
Well, Carlos puts in here, and thank you for making the show a 2-hour show for us. Really has helped us. We listen. We always looking for advertisers and supporters. Maybe someday we can go to 3 hours. We'll do multiple shows a week. So if you are interested, we'd love for you to help and support us. Again, we have some great support for doing our pre-show. People can jump in on that as well. Thank you to TRC. They are going to be our official sponsors as of right now for our pre-show. We want to thank William and Ben for all of that, helping us do that for us. But we have plenty of space. We want you to jump on. How many views on average per week do we get just on Facebook?
About 50 to 90,000
a week, folks. Imagine how much money and time you'd have to spend to try to get in front of that many people on a weekly basis. You can never do it for what you could do to become part of our show.
And trust me, folks, I keep asking the fellas here because I don't always get the numbers aspect of it, and they graciously explain it to me. So I'm going to put it out there very easy to you. If we get 50 to 90,000 views a week, and you have a business that you want to get out to people, what better venue than what we're doing right here to get your name out to the market?
Very true.
Okay, so I'm learning what these gentlemen they're teaching me as we go along. And to me, that's what if you want your business to succeed and grow, that's what you need to do. It's a numbers game from that aspect.
And we have merchandise available. ThoughtsCountAnywhere.com. Go to the shop tab, like you see us all wearing our shirts. There's all kinds of good stuff out there in support of our show, Chief, Matt, and I, whatever. We would love for you to take advantage of these shirts that are also available on ProWrestlingTees.com. So we're part of that as well. But we would love for you to. And listen, Matt's creativity of coming up with new shirts, almost every week with what we say and do here. You never know when something new is going to pop up. So ThoughtsCountAnywhere.com, support us in that way as well. Okay, let's get back to it. As you mentioned, the Charlotte and Rousey I Quit match. I think we kind of talked about it a little bit ago.
There is no way Ronda Rousey is going to say I quit.
Rousey.
Ever.
Rousey, I think we're all Rousey on this, yes?
Yeah, definitely.
Also available, I want to mention GoLive.Vegas also has a shop tab. You can get our mug, which is available for $14.95. And as you see standing right here in front of us is our banner, which you can also get, which again, as a reminder, we are getting autographs from our guests in studio. And at some point, this will be auctioned off to raise money for a charitable organization here in town of our choosing.
Yes.
So we appreciate that. Get the mug, get shirts, get posters, whatever you can do to help support us and make us visual would be great. And these shows are the future. Oh, and yes, and these styles of shows, as we always talk about, this is the way media is going, is for platforms like this. Okay, next match.
RK Bro and Drew McIntyre versus the Bloodline.
We actually have a ring announcer for the matches as we do this.
I do pretty good.
You do, not bad. And I'm not sure what to do with this match. I don't know if it's going to end in a scrum or if we're actually going to have a winner of this. Because can the Bloodline afford to lose this match?
Since no titles are on the line, I can see them losing, but I don't think they will.
I think it's going to be a DQ.
I agree. I don't think there's going to be a clean finish. Would you think this would be the main event because of Reigns and Drew McIntyre?
Yeah, it'll definitely be the main event. But since the titles aren't on the line, and if they're trying to hint about him losing a belt, I can see Drew beating him in a 6-man tag just to be like, oh my God, there's a chink in the armor.
Oh, for him to
he
get the
might
pin.
really lose the belt for real now.
Wow.
So maybe if he loses the belt, then, as you said earlier, when they go over to Europe, Drew
gets the win.
Drew gets the win over there and gets the belt.
That would be like his make up for his WrestleMania moment for like 2 years ago.
Yeah, kind of doing it in front of his fans.
That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, next match.
Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins.
Cody Rhodes what? What was that word in between?
Versus.
Thank you. It didn't sound as clear the first time. You go ahead.
Versus.
The
Seth
American
Rollins.
Nightmare.
This is a rematch of the WrestleMania match, of course. Cody versus Seth. Cody, of course, got the win at WrestleMania. Does he continue?
Will this be the main event?
I don't think so. I think when you have the heavyweight champ in a match of some kind, I can't see how that shouldn't be.
Okay,
but it could be. But I'm saying, in my opinion, you got the champ involved on the card somewhere. Anytime you have I hate to say it, the ladies match is not going to main event.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
I don't think there's enough energy behind it. I think people are so burned out on nothing. There's nothing here for this match. There's no energy. They just beat the crap out of each other again on TV. Nobody cares.
As I say, how much on the microphone? How much can Charlotte carry her?
Well, that's just it. And
we're finding out now.
I hate to say it.
Ronda needs to turn heel and have Paul Heyman be her spokesperson like he was not be part of the bloodline.
Right.
But figure out some way that she can manage and be the mouthpiece for Ronda. Right. And then if Ronda and Baszler get together, actually someone brought up earlier, maybe those two should tag team and then still have a mouthpiece because neither one of them can really handle the mic. Shane is not really great on the mic either.
No.
You know, it would be like Shinsuke Nakamura being their manager. You know what I'm saying? You need someone like a Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Unless they bring Paige back to be their manager. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, with that, so what did we agree on this match? Rhodes, Rollins? I'm going to say, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with Cody.
I'm going with Seth Rollins so they can have the rubber match in a stadium.
Good point.
I make them all the time.
Smart ass.
I'm going with Cody.
Okay, there you have it. Next match.
AJ Styles versus Edge.
And?
Damian Priest is barred from ringside.
Okay.
I think the new member of their crew is going to debut and cost AJ Styles the match. And it's probably going to either be Finn Balor or Rhea Ripley.
I say it's going to be Rodriguez.
Not on the same show.
Pardon me?
Raquel Rodriguez?
Uh-huh. I say she's going to be the new member.
You think she's going to switch brands is what Matt is saying.
Yep.
She's on the other brand.
Yep.
I think Edge will win because of some shenanigans with a new member to come out. I like the idea of Finn, especially if we're going to see more of the Demon a little bit more, because that character would fit them more than just Finn Balor would.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, I see her being part of that faction, but would they have her interfere in the match versus Finn? Because Finn and AJ have history too, don't they?
Yeah.
So I could see that being. So I think we're all picking Edge because of a shenanigan outside that the ref just happens not to see, right?
Yep.
Okay, next match.
Maybe it'll be Johnny Knoxville.
God, no.
Oh, no. Yes.
No. I will turn in my membership card if I see Knoxville come out and get involved.
I want to see Party Boy come out in a black thong just solely to get Aaron's perspective of the show.
When that match is on the air, if you guys hear a sonic boom in Las Vegas and something like that happens, you know where it's coming from. Okay, next match.
Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Oh, my God. Bobby Lashley versus, and of course MVP will be in the corner of Omos.
I say Lashley's getting over.
You know what? Thank you, Ronald. There was another name that's possible to join the Edge faction. Ciampa's name has come up also. That's not a bad thought for him also.
That'd be a good one.
Right? Who is he even? Has he done anything in the ring against anybody as of yet? I don't remember. He was in the ring and took somebody out a couple of weeks ago. It escapes me, but that's not a bad name also.
Yeah.
My mind's like a sponge right now. I don't remember.
We'll call you Bob from now on.
Okay.
Omos versus Bobby Lashley. What do you think?
I said that.
I know you did, but I'm repeating it so that our audience knows what match we're on.
Since Bobby Lashley won the first one, Omos is going to win this one.
I say Lashley.
I say this is my trip to the bathroom. Because, if you look at it, exactly. If you look at it in reality, and I'll put that word in quotes, Omos should be beating him in about 5 seconds just because of size, strength. I mean, he's pretty strong for a guy. He can't get the hurt. I mean, what's his name? Lashley can't get the lock on him because he's too big and he's too tall. So that's usually his finishing move, to put that on people.
Yeah.
He could use an MMA move on him, though.
Which is? What would you think he would do?
I don't know. He's an MMA fighter.
Oh, that's true.
He's been he's been in the MMA ring, so I'm sure he knows a few moves besides the
lock.
Yeah, the lock.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I agree
But
with
his
that.
other finisher is the spear, and you can hit that on
Which
literally
he did.
anybody.
Which he did last time, but
So I'm taking Lashley.
Okay, and you took Omos?
Almost.
I'm taking a trip to the bathroom because this match, and this will probably be one of the first matches.
So he's taking MVP.
Technically, this pay-per-view, I'm going to have to take like a 2.5 hour
Dump.
bathroom break.
That's my one for the month.
Thank you, Ronald. Ronald reminded me that Ciampa came out and attacked Ali a couple of weeks ago. So.
Yeah, I couldn't
Hi,
think of that
Ben.
name to save my life.
I know. Referee Ben, good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us. Hope all is
Hope
well.
you're
on your
feeling
end.
better,
yes.
Hey, Ben, good morning.
All right, you want me to make a pick on this one? I'm going to make a pick and say that
Charmin.
Omos is
MVP.
two-ply. I'm going to say Omos is going to win because of a slight little involvement by MVP on the outside.
Yeah.
It's really a 2-on-1 there. Okay, next match. William Hudson, acknowledge bathroom breaks. I see a new shirt coming.
Thanks, Will.
But we'd have to give TRC credit on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are we done? Are we done?
I don't know. Did you spray?
Are we
I have no
done?
idea. All right, go.
I wiped.
Let's. The show's gone in the toilet. Next match.
Happy Corbin versus Madcap Moss.
Another one I don't give a shit about.
I like Madcap
That's the
Moss.
real bathroom break
That's
match.
right.
I like Madcap Moss. He's making me laugh. I like his gimmick, and I'm taking Moss all the way
I want the old Baron
to
Corbin
the finish
back.
line.
Say that again.
Happy Corbin is so stupid. I want the old Baron Corbin back.
I would. You know what? I would love to see him come back wearing the vest and everything in this match.
He used to have such a badass entrance and everything. Like, you thought he was going to be like the next big star, and now he's just like a joke, and it's irritating that.
Yeah, he's
him.
mid card. He's one of the heavies for the mid card lineup right now.
You know,
But I agree. I'm going to take Madcap.
What did they bring up this morning on?
Your fourth favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
Keeps going down.
Hell yeah! Every time he says it, I'm gonna keep
They
going.
brought something up about name changes, where they're they have the legal rights to it. Why are they making so many name changes? Just Baron Corbin should always be Baron Corbin, not fucking Happy Corbin now. Okay.
Well, when they switched his character to winning after being so depressed and he's happy now, that's the only reason they did that.
And I get that.
Right.
But keep him as Baron Corbin, like the guy that you like, Walter.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did they change his name? You know.
Gunther.
Who the hell cares about?
Why
Gunther?
change the name like
Exactly.
Raquel Gonzalez to Raquel Rodriguez? Like, why?
Thank you.
Why drop names? Austin Theory is just Theory.
See,
That's the other thing.
That's
He's
what
mad
I'm-
at Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's what I'm talking about. Why change their names? You don't need to change their names.
Right.
What's his name that came out from underneath the ring last night? One of the newsies.
Pitbull,
Butch.
Butch.
Why the hell did
Pete
they
Dunne.
change his name to Pete? Pete
To
Dunne.
Butch.
You go from Pete Dunne to Butch. I mean, come on, Vince. It don't make sense. This is the Chiefs talking to you now.
Well, it's a good thing Tony Khan doesn't have like the same kind of thought, because the amount of people that almost have the same name. There's like a Adam Page, Adam Cole, Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn.
Yeah.
One thing about AEW to keep in mind, and I should have forwarded this story to you guys in the chat group. I saw a story come down. Demographics for AEW Dynamite, that 18 to 49 range has been sliding and sliding and sliding in the viewership. They went from like 931,000 last week, or not something in the 900,000s, to about 833. So their viewership is showing signs in that demographic of slipping. And that's a big demographic, that 18 to 49.
So like every time it slips, they don't go from like, oh my God, they had the lowest, and then somehow they get like 1 million the next week.
Ben shares with us that trademark purposes for those who made a name on the indies. So if they made like Gonzalez, like you said, if she has that name not only in NXT, but she had that name in the indie circuit, they want to trademark something different on the main roster. That makes sense. Why? Because we're seeing a lot of these wrestlers who are being cut. They're going back on the indies using their indie name, which they own, not the WWE.
Thanks for educating
Yeah,
me.
Imagine
thank
how
you.
mad people would have been
that.
if they would have signed like Samoa Joe and AJ Styles and all them and tried to change to their name.
Is what's his name? Being that he's been let go. Shit. He was on NXT.
They released a lot of the
Oh,
NXT
I know
roster.
Dexter Loomis.
Thank you.
I know.
Is he going back to
Yes.
his old name?
Yes.
Samuel Shaw, he's already
Yes.
changed it on
He's
the
already
thing,
changed
yeah.
it, and he's doing stuff on social media promoting that.
Okay.
Um,
Being that we're done with that little section,
Well-
can I take a quick second?
I was going to go to break because we've
Oh.
only done one in the entire show. Can you
this-
hold your thought until we come back?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go to our next break. We have to make it.
apologize.
No, you're good. We have to make it up to our sponsors, so we're going to duck out real quickly for another break. We thank you for watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be back with Chiefs Thoughts right after this.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
What's up, man? It's your boy, Seth Fatu. I'm here with my man, Big G. I need you to check out the podcast, Thoughts Count Anywhere. This is the essential character EC3 on behalf of my dear friends at Thoughts Count Anywhere. The podcast for your mind when you need deep thinking about all things sports and entertainment.
Hello, this is Martin Casals, a.k.a. Marty the Mob, and you're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere podcasts. Enjoy. This is Impact Wrestling's Dash and Chris Bay, the ultimate finesser, former Finesse Division champion, and you're listening to Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast.
Thoughts Count Anywhere. Y'all watching it. This is my new tag team partner, Steve-O, a.k.a. Zeus, from the hit movie Friday, and from No Holds Barred.
Hi, I'm Sean Devari. Listen to Thoughts Count Anywhere for all your wrestling news.
Hey, what's going on? This is Axe, and I'm Smasher the Demolition. And we want to invite you to watch every Saturday morning, Thoughts Count Anywhere.
All righty then.
We're back.
Chief, you have a thought that you want to share. Go ahead. Some
do.
wrestling stuff going on in town.
Yeah, local wrestling this next couple of weeks here. BVW is at the Lucha Libre Fiesta downtown Summerlin today and tomorrow. Future Stars of Wrestling, Future Shock tonight at the FSW Arena, 7 p.m. Next week, Versus Pro Wrestling, Lethal Lottery, 5 p.m. bell time. That's the local wrestling for the next 2 weeks.
There you go. William Hudson puts a great comment about the demographics in our chat room. You know, people in the age of 18 to 49 are not watching the show on cable anymore. They talk about that on their show. Views are coming from social media and YouTube and other sources besides the Nielsen media ratings. I think that's a great point. Or, like, you know.
Thanks, Will. I used to watch it on the radio.
That's right. And we have a shirt for that, too, by the way.
Yes, we do.
Some people say we have an app for that. Not us. We say we have a shirt for that, too. And while he listened on the radio, this was his toy that he used, too. We still got to get a shirt up on that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I want to shout out Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast.
Oh, and of course, Chief does have his OnlyFans page.
Yep.
Not this one, but that one.
There it is.
And that's another shirt we're going to have in production as well.
I was going to do it, but there's like a watermark on that fan.
The Rust Bucket.
The Rust Bucket.
That's his username.
That's his... Love it. Love it. Love it.
Yes, indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't think this show's fucked up, you're watching the wrong show. Okay, let's get... that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into it. You know what? We spent a lot of time so far talking about WWE. Let's change it up. Let's talk about some AEW Impact and ROH stuff.
Hell yes.
Are you going to lead us in one, or am I not? Or am I taking that over from you? I get that one back. He just wants to do the shows. Okay, AEW announces Double or Nothing Fan Fest, which I think we talked about Saturday, May 21st, 27th. Mandalay Bay, talking too much money. Okay, CM Punk to appear in season 4 of Mayans MC.
That's a really good show. I'm looking forward to it to see how his acting chops are.
Another crossover.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched that show, so it'll be interesting to see how Punk.
Does a motorcycle sound realistic on the radio?
Yeah. Yeah, the engine still vrooms.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still vrooms.
I put the fan up next to the radio, man, and it turned. And boy, it really gets it going.
Fancy energy source for
It feels like the wind's in his hair.
Oh my God! I'm so glad to be back in studio.
See, folks. I get picked on all the time.
Yeah, but he picks on by himself. That's the funny
Oh,
thing.
You did that one yourself.
Oh my God! I have tears in my eyes. I can't read the run sheet. William Morrissey makes his Dynamite debut. There you go, Chief. There you go.
Sounds like a Harley.
Hardly.
Harley.
Morrissey debuted on Dynamite, losing to Wardlow.
You know what? I'm okay.
Was he done with Impact, or is this a crossover match?
Because I guess it was like a lot of politics and like the ending of the match, so I'm pretty sure he's still with Impact, but I hear AEW wants to sign him.
Speaking of Impact, and I'm sure it's on here because we've been talking about it, there have been a couple of stars not wanting to re-sign with Impact.
Yeah.
I don't.
Willie Mack and Jonah were the two that came up in store yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if his contract was up or not. I know when he was out here, he was on a month. I believe he was on a month-to-month contract. So I don't know if it's up, but I really don't care if it's up with Impact or not. I'm just proud to see him get to AEW.
It was a good match, but the highlight of that match was the "We want Enzo, no we don't" chants.
Hey, you got. Let's put it this way.
Thank you, Ramon. We have a first-time viewer in our chat room right there. You see the comment, first time watching. You are right. Really fucked up. Love the show. Thank you, my friend. Please share us with your friends. We appreciate you tuning in and, quite frankly, tuning in on a really fucked up show right now. So thank you for doing it with us. We appreciate it.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
How
exactly.
come? Wait a minute. How come I get beeped all the time and he doesn't?
Because he's slower on the button.
What the hell's up, producer?
Because he specs it from you and he's ready. Me, I just kind of throw him off. Damn. Okay. Thank you, Ramon. 702-329-6947 is our number. Okay, keep going with it. I have no idea what we were talking about.
What the hell was I going to say?
Morrissey.
I forget.
Morrissey, we were talking about Morrissey. And then
You know, I'll say this. I had the fortune of meeting Mr. Morrissey out here in Vegas.
Yes.
Running with him at Sam's Town.
Yeah, I was, and that's a fact. And I had a very nice talk with him. And I am very, very happy that he is succeeding in life, and he's hopefully on the rebound, and the sky's the limit for him. So,
absolutely. And he looked great when we saw him in Impact when we were there in November. He looked great.
It's still annoying that like the entire roster stopped and talked to everybody.
Yeah.
And he had to run through the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, bottom line is to you, Mr. Morrissey, as I said to you before, I'm going to say to you now, one day at a time.
Absolutely.
Try being nicer to fans.
Next topic. Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa has been made official for Double or Nothing. Their first match that they recently had was a tremendous match. This would be another great match for them.
That match is going to be off the chain for sure.
I'm taking. I don't know who the hell I'm taking.
I'm going to take Thunder Rosa to retain in a hell
I'm
of a
taking
match.
Thunder Rosa too.
Okay. I'm taking Serena.
Okay. AEW New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view went on sale and literally sold out in minutes. Interesting. What? Oh, wifey's in the chat room, so be careful, Chief.
Hey, what's up there, Shorty?
Oh, ooh. Oh.
Someone's getting a little brave this morning.
Where's that headlock when you get home? Anyway, are you guys? Is this on? I'm sure it's on pay-per-view somewhere when it happens. Right?
Oh, it's going to be on pay-per-view, but they sold out the United Center in like 90 seconds.
Yeah, it was sold out pretty much immediately. So if you don't have a ticket, you know you're going to pay through the teeth if you buy them on a secondary market.
I wonder. If
Just wait till the day of. They all go like super cheap.
Exactly.
I wonder if we're going to get any Japanese wrestlers for Double or Nothing, possibly.
Probably just to like help. I would say promote the show, but it's already sold out. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just wondering.
I would love it, like the end of the main event, like CM Punk wins the title and Okada comes out and like confronts him. That place would go insane.
To build it up for this paper.
Forbidden Door.
Yeah, for what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And hey, I'll give Tony his due. He does keep certain things secret until it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I applaud him for that.
That
was me.
Couple of things I just want to mention.
Sorry.
Reports say AEW has already created a trios tag team title belts, and AEW has released the brackets for the Owen Hart Cup, and there's a Joker in the men's and women's bracket.
Johnny Gargano.
Oh.
Everyone thinks it's Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano, but
Cesaro.
There's a lot of names it could be.
Bray Wyatt.
I don't think the women one is going to be anybody serious because they have to go against Britt Baker, and I'm pretty sure she's getting to the finals either way. So,
could the woman? I wonder if here. Okay, we put up Gargano and Candice LeRae. What about Johnny Morrison and Taya? What about Killer Cross and Scarlett?
That'd be cool. You know some people that know some people, so you should probably figure that one out and let us know.
Who is that?
I'll make him a phone call.
I don't know who that is on the prompter there, Mr. Producer.
Confirms
Kaun.
that he's signed to AEW ROH.
I don't know who that is. So let's get verification of the name if we know who that is. All right, next topic.
I have no idea.
Again, I'm just going to hit on a couple of these. We'll keep moving.
Talk to me.
Get well soon. Jake Roberts is about to go under his third hip surgery.
Yes.
So hopefully that will help him out. Darius Martin will be out of action 6 to 9 months after a bad car accident. Was he any news on that? Was he a driver, passenger, get hit?
I don't know. It didn't say. Malachi Black was doing a podcast, and they were talking about wrestling Dante Martin and the Top Flight guys.
Gotcha.
And he just casually mentioned, he goes, "Oh, it sucks that he was in a car accident. He's gonna be gone for like 9 months."
Gotcha.
So it's got to be some pretty bad injuries from a car accident to be out that long.
Sure. AEW is planning Young Bucks versus the Hardys for Double or Nothing.
Sign me up.
Chief, your thoughts on that one? Young Bucks, the Hardy Boys.
It's really hard to watch the flips on the radio.
The flippy shit. Hardys and the Young Bucks.
Hardys.
Okay. After the Inspiration announced they are leaving the ring, it has come to light that they are both pursuing acting careers, and Jessica McKay has already landed a movie role. Good for them.
Yeah, it should be cool. I've listened to their podcast a bunch of times, and that's definitely one of like their main goals is to get into like movies and TV shows and stuff. So
right,
cool to see them get into it.
I think one of them has a better chance of succeeding more than the other, in my opinion.
Which one?
I can never remember which is which, to be honest with you. When they split, the one that was like sending out her resume all over Raw, trying to get, which one was that?
That's Jessica McKay.
The other one is
Billy.
Billy's the one I think that's going to have more success, in my opinion. So It's just me, but although Jessica's landed the first role. Okay, Mercedes Martinez defeated Deonna Purrazzo to unify the ROH Women's title the other night. That's pretty impressive.
It was a good match, and the crowd was like kind of not there for it, which was kind of disappointing because those are two amazing women wrestlers that deserve more hype than what the crowd was giving them.
Absolutely.
I'm glad Mercedes finally getting a little bit of a push. I got to meet her out here a few months back, and another classy lady like Santana Garrett. Well deserved, and I'd like to see Mercedes. Between me and you, I'd like to see Mercedes and Britt Baker really have a wrestling match.
There you go. That's not a bad one.
Because I think Mercedes could teach her a thing or two.
There you go. Next topic. Willie Mack, as we talked about earlier, Willie Mack has also decided not to renew his contract. So Willie Mack is not renewing. Jonah, who of course is formerly known as Bronson Reed in NXT, not re-signing. So again, as I bring it up, is this a signal for something that these guys are not re-signing, that they want to go out on the indies? They want to go back to the indies, or at least Willie Mack has mentioned that. I don't know what Jonah's plans are, but I would presume the indie circuit for him.
If I remember right, what I saw, Willie's going to be doing an independent show out here Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, I saw that post. So
yeah.
Well, and there's certainly going to be enough wrestling events going on that weekend that'll show up at one of the, about 10 cards that are going on that day.
I'll have to try to get him on. He's always at the Nerd at my work. So
oh, yeah, absolutely.
I see him all the time.
Absolutely. That would be great.
Darius Martin, it was reported last month that the 20-year-old had suffered an injury that was expected to keep him out of action for a significant period of time. This is the second time in 14 months Martin has been sidelined for an extended period. He suffered a torn ACL in February 2021 and didn't return until March the 2nd of 2022. So, it's a damn shame a 22-year-old has had major injuries.
I feel like I'm watching Monday Night Raw.
In his young career.
Many injuries have sidelined many great performers early in their career.
Where?
I said I feel like we're watching Monday Night Raw because you just recapped the last segment we literally just talked about.
That's all right.
Some people may have just tuned in. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the chief. I can get away with shit like
Talents in AEW that were thinking about jumping to WWE were told to wait until 2024 when they can get a new TV deal and have more money to pay talent. And MJF's name continues to come up to be the leader of names that keep coming up as potential WWE stars down the line.
Well,
even then they were. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go
Chief.
ahead, brother. No,
I said when they were talking about like signing like all these people originally, apparently Tony Khan was paying them 10 times over what they were worth. So I don't know if they think they're going to get even more money with WWE, but WWE doesn't like overpay the undercard as far as I know.
Right.
But I read an article. Of course, it was a dirt sheet article, so we take it for what it's worth. And as you alluded to, MJF is the big name. But the interesting part that I read on the one that I did read, Wardlow and
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill said they're not going to WWE. In fact, Wardlow said WWE had their time to sign him, and he is not going to WWE. He's staying at AEW. And Jay Cargill said the same thing. So
money talks and bullshit walks.
Ted DiBiase.
Cody Rhodes also said he's going to stay in AEW for life, and we saw how that worked out.
I think that was more backstage stuff than his professional wrestling.
Ted DiBiase.
Even then, he still said for life.
Okay, I'm just saying it was business. It wasn't wrestling.
Ted DiBiase. Everybody has a price. We're going to step aside for a quick break. We got to make up another break when we come back. Birthdays.
You really stole that?
What?
I don't believe you said that, man.
What did I say?
Nothing. Good.
We'll be right back while I figure this out. Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be back.
It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts Count Anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
This is the story of one man's incredible journey from 350 to 200-pound weight loss and his mission to help and inspire others. Aaron Phillips. People are praising Aaron's new book with 5-star reviews. Aaron's various humorous and wildly entertaining stories portray his rise as a sports announcer, his encounters with exotic and irregular entertainers on the Las Vegas Strip through his long-running Vegas Unwrapped radio show, and his contagious and positive style of pursuing success. Call now or visit our website or Amazon now to get your copy of Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from a Hall of Fame radio personality. Order now.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, Thomas Burnett. He is my unofficial agent trying to help people buy my book. So thank you, Thomas. We appreciate it. Okay, before we move on, we got birthdays coming up here in a minute or two. Let's please, May 21st, 8 p.m. Pacific time at the historic Sahara Hotel in the same ballroom that Frank Sinatra performed when he was out here. UWW Federation kicks off the first all-female promotion. This is an historic event. Bell time 8 o'clock. Thoughts Count Anywhere pre-show for 7 to 8, and some of the matches are...
You're going to see Evil East versus Maserati, Santana Garrett versus Christy James, Lady Tapa versus Genocide, Miranda Elise versus Alex Gracia, Nevaeh versus Christina Von Airy, Renegade Twins versus Micah Madrid and Delilah Doom, Zeta Shang versus Gemma Jules, Ashley Demoy versus Jordan Blue. Card subject to change. Live entertainment by Nikki Page.
There you go. There you have. And also one name that, that's your birthday weekend, Jennifer. Excellent. We'll make sure we shout you out. Also, let's not forget Shoal Guerrero. Vicky and right. She's going to be the ring announcer. She's also going to be joining me on commentary with Jennifer Santana. We're going to have a three-headed commentary team.
You just said for me to do the matches. I didn't.
I know. That's why I'm.
That's a sandwich you wouldn't mind being in the middle of.
Which I know.
That's what I did.
I'm just thinking, what's the best way to set that up without being like a crazy? Like, should I have Jennifer on one side and she's got to be on an end because she's got to get out. All right.
Stop.
She's got to have quick access to the ring.
Stop.
So I got to figure. I got to figure. All right, our producer left, so I don't know if he can play the birthday music. So I kind of. Can you hum it in the background?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I don't know if he can play it remotely.
Happy birthday.
But we have birthdays coming up.
Happy birthday.
Usually we have the happy birthday song played by Pocket Aces in our background.
I thought I did pretty good.
So I promoted we were doing it. You got to be quicker getting the coffee, dude. Can you remotely do music, or is it just the cameras?
He's got to have his.
Does he really have to drink like 2 pots of coffee during the show?
He's got to have another donut.
Have you had your donut yet?
Yeah, he's had 2 of them already.
He's had 2. Were they both jelly?
I don't know.
All right. With that, if you're celebrating a birthday today, May 7th through next Friday, which is Friday the 13th, next Friday. Hope no one's superstitious. We want to wish you all a happy birthday from all of us here at Thoughts Count Anywhere, and you are celebrating a birthday with these people. Today, May 7th, Hercules is celebrating a birthday. The late, great Owen Hart, Tungaloa, Kevin Owens, Fight, Angelico, and Will Ospreay. Tomorrow, May 8th, which happens to be Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there celebrating, even fathers who have to be mothers full-time. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Tomorrow, Tommaso Ciampa, Io Shirai on May 9th. Oh, my God. Really? I have to say this name?
Yep.
Bastion Booger, May 9th. The 10th, Tito Santana. There's a nice connection. And the great William Regal as well. May 11th, Billy Kidman, Bobby Roode, and Lince Dorado. May 12th, Doug Basham, Ricky Ortiz, Kushida. And on Friday, May 13th, Glacier, Jimmy Wang Yang, I really want to use another name for this last person. Would it be okay if I give her married name?
I thought about putting it down there, but
Scarlett Boudreaux celebrating her birthday May 13th. You guys know who she is. Happy birthday to everybody out there. Please be safe celebrating whatever you decide to do for your birthday. All right, one other topic I want to get back to on the indie circuit. Go ahead.
Talk to me.
We got a local birthday we need to recognize, too.
We didn't get anybody. What you
Young
got?
Prodigy Bodie. His birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday early, Young Prodigy Bodie. Yes, please remember, if you have a birthday coming up at all moving forward, please feel free to put it on our Facebook page so we can give a shout out. He's going to turn 15. Thank you, Ben. Please put it on our Facebook page. We'll be happy to collect it and announce it on the show as well. So please post it on Facebook, and we'll pick it up. Anybody, mothers, fathers, whatever. We'd love to share shout-outs for birthdays. All right. UWW.fed is the website to get your tickets for the ladies' event.
UWWfed.com.
Thank you. UWWfed.com. Yes, thank you very much. Okay.
Can I get just a still shot of Chief?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Call in on the phones because the chief said so.
Well, he did that without moving his lips. That was very good.
I think just his teeth were moving somehow.
Inside. Shit. We have gone to
You know what? Can I have a close-up?
Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Don't break the camera.
I've only got one thing to say. I won't do it.
I was going to say, if you do, just drop the mic down a little bit so they can see
I would
your
just send
face.
that picture to Fixident and see if they'd sponsor us. Like, can you stop these things from fucking coming out? Dear God.
Hey, we have fun on here, folks.
Holy crap.
We have fun on
Oh,
here.
my God. We want to thank everybody for watching us in the chat room. Special shout out to everybody who's crazy enough to listen to us on the Go Live Vegas mobile app, taking us on the go. We appreciate it. Met at the time zone, East Coast, West Coast, Pacific Coast, European time, Australian, Hawaii is like just waking up, having breakfast right now. We thank you all for watching and being part of our show. And hopefully you enjoy it because we got nothing else to do on Saturday morning from 9 to 11, but entertain you, of course, and share
Because
some
the
wrestling.
chief said so.
Because all right, let's talk about this real quickly. Then we'll go into some pop culture. Tessa Blanchard. Big news came out that she was going to be part of this new organization called WOW, right?
Yeah.
She was going to be a trainer. She was good. Your wife has chimed in with the Fixident idea.
Huh?
Don't. Or when you were about to remove. No. No. Give us a smile, would you?
Call in on the phones because the chief said so.
Go back to that. Let him do that. Wait, go back to that. Come on, we got to do that one. You did it. Smile. Or there you go.
Call in on the phones because the chief said so.
I feel like I'm on Fremont Street.
Oh, my God.
The things I have to go through, folks.
Only because we love you. You know that.
And I love everybody.
Tessa Blanchard.
I'm putting that on a
Where the
shirt.
hell are we on the
Which one?
backside?
We're on the backside.
Okay.
We've been on the backside since before the break.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for
Where
that.
the sun don't shine.
Oh, my God. Which line were you going to put on a shirt? You just said.
That picture.
Oh, the picture. There you go, because the Chiefs. All right, Tessa Blanchard had a falling out with WOW. She was a trainer there, and apparently part of it was that she was a little too harsh with the trainees, if I read the story correctly, and apparently she walked out and had enough, whatever it was.
Well, evidently, from what I hear or what I read, they were doing promo work, in front of the cameras and everything, and Tessa got a little. I don't want to use the word irate, but upset with some of the trainees, and was pretty harsh. And she was taken out as the trainer, and I can't remember the young lady's name who took over as the trainer. And the last I saw was Tessa's no longer with WOW, so I don't know.
Guess whose name might come up as a joker in that Owens Hart tournament, perhaps?
That would be epic.
So,
it's such a shame everybody gets butthurt so easily nowadays.
That's
She
society.
was raised in
even Nia
with, like,
Jax,
Magnum TA, and Tully Blanchard, so she knows she's totally old school.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You can't really teach anybody like holding their hand and being like, "Oh, you did such an amazing job."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you got to admit, you guys pick on me, man. I don't get butt hurt. I get even.
All right.
No, here, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Okay. I love Tessa. Met her. Great, in my opinion, a great lady. But professionally, if this is true, okay, and I'm saying if it's true, that's her second strike. And
she never had a first strike that even made sense.
Well, she did have a first strike. And again, I'm going to say, if it's true, okay?
Still, to this day, how are you going to call somebody racist?
It's never
that dated a black guy and married a Mexican.
It's never.
If anybody can make sense of that one, let me know.
It's never come out that she's been guilty, but it's become public knowledge. Okay,
in today's society,
that's right. And unfortunately, the way people think, instead of finding out the facts and seeing if it's true before you publish and then you look for the facts. That's why I said she has 2 strikes that have never been proven. Okay, the way society thinks, and I agree with you, if the 3rd strike comes out, she may not have a career in professional wrestling.
Nowadays, you're guilty until proven innocent.
I was just going to say that. Yep.
And that's the good point. And unfortunately,
I make them a lot.
And unfortunately, she may not have a job in professional wrestling. And hey, I'll say it. She's in my top 2 as far as a woman's wrestler.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That's the Chiefs' opinion.
All right.
And
it's
sorry
great,
for taking so long.
No, you're good. It's funny. Now that that's happened, we'll see if her name keeps coming up as one of the potential fillers for that Joker spot, that wild card spot in the Owen Hart tournament. Okay. By the way, I noticed last week before we get into
what the hell's that?
That was the
Scared
Joker.
the living shit out of
That was the Joker.
Man,
the Joker laugh.
Man, don't be doing that shit. Holy God.
Before we get into pop culture, while I was out of
some of us do have PTSD.
While I was out of studio last week, I noticed a new camera angle that has been set up. No comment. No comment. I noticed a new camera angle that the studio has set up. I don't know if that's something that's functional during a show or not, but I found it quite interesting.
Yeah, they kept looking at my backside.
And the first time I saw it, I saw BTS.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking behind the scenes.
Well,
I was thinking that group that is from, was it Vietnam or wherever they're from, the boys band that was recently Korean band. Do you have that? Is that a shot you have ready for like any time? What special occasion do you use that for? Oh, you on the back end?
It's on the back end, and it usually faces the couch for some weird reason on off hours.
I thought it was on all the time.
I don't know.
Isn't that what you told me? It's on all the time.
Oh, it's crashed.
Hey, Shant, sorry you're hungover, but you're awake. You better not be that way next week.
All right, we'll talk.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
All right, let's get into some pop culture as we may go over a few minutes, folks, to make up for the late start because of our platform here. So give us we'll see what happens as we get close in the next 5 or 6 minutes. All right, pop culture, guys. Today is a big horse race.
The Kentucky Derby.
I saw a news report yesterday. It was like raining terrible. The East Coast I saw was getting washed out because of all the baseball games that were being rescheduled.
And one of the favorites is a Las Vegas horse. And the owner owns, I forget what donut company he owns. But,
is it national or just Vegas?
Yeah, no, it's national.
Okay. Dunkin' Donuts?
Krispy Kreme?
I want to say it's Krispy Kreme.
Well, we're happy to oblige them and support their horse cause.
I'm not
their
sure.
horse
but
cause.
There's
going to be one winner and 10 made out of glue.
But the last I looked, the horse was favored. The horse was at 7-2.
Wow!
So I may have to go put $5 on it.
All right, and get 2
Does
back.
anybody even watch that anymore?
Yeah. It is.
And they're going to drink mint juleps today. You want to go watch it, man?
Yeah.
You want to go watch it? Pay $125. Go to Circa. You can go up to the
pool.
One of the top floors up there. with a panoramic view. You get all the free mint juleps you want.
But that's the pool, the stadium pool thing, probably.
No,
It's not up there?
no. This is in this. No, they had it on. They had it on the TV yesterday, showing it, or the day before, showing it on Channel 3. The guy was up there. Nice bar up there inside, but a panoramic view of all around the city. They said $125 for the ticket to get in, but all the mint juleps you want to drink.
Are mint juleps
And
worth it,
open.
considering the race is only like a minute and 50 seconds?
And we thought double or nothing. Like fan tickets were expensive.
Hey,
$125
again,
for a 30-second race.
Value.
I'm just
That's what I'm talking about for value.
Watch Full Tilt Vegas.
But I'll take care of that. It's a promo for a show later. You want to do it?
For updates on the Kentucky.
I would say instead of updates, our producer should have put recap, because by the time they're
I'll
on,
let
the
you
race is
do it,
way
man.
over. That's why I was.
You want me to do it?
Just take out the word up.
Okay.
Do recap.
Watch Full Tilt Vegas tonight at 6 p.m. for recaps on the Kentucky Derby races here on Go Live Vegas.
Wait a minute. I got a call coming in.
How
I got a call coming in. Wait.
How do you spell Kentucky?
Hello, Fixident? Yeah, Chief? You want to talk to Chief?
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, Kentucky.
How
about
how you spell Kentucky?
Yeah, you have to check your spell check there, Mr. Producer. He spells phonetically, if you haven't figured that out. Anyway, here's why people watch it on TV. They just want to see all the hats the ladies wear. This is where all the crazy hats come out for the Kentucky Derby.
Guys don't look that hot.
I said Kentucky, not Derby.
Well, Kentucky and Derby were both spelled wrong. Okay. Next topic. We got a phone call. We got a quick phone call. All right.
Who's calling?
You'd be surprised. Desert Shark, you got to be quick, buddy. We're wrapping up. What's going on?
I'm hungover.
That's your fault. I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey, no regrets in life. Hey guys, I just want to say I'm late to the party, but you know what? I'm still here, and you know what? This is what I have to say. When you go out of your comfort zone, some things in life you'll have some fun. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Maybe next week you'll explain what the hell you meant when you're not hungover.
Sure, I'll tell the story.
Okay. I'll touch base with you during the week. All right.
All right, for sure.
Love you.
All right, love you guys.
Have a good one. Drink a lot of water.
Drink a lot of water.
Yes,
Exactly.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Shant. All right. NBA playoffs.
Pedialyte.
NBA. The hell was that? I will say
Part of
this.
his behind-the-scenes casting couch. He hit the wrong button.
Well, I will say this. Tomorrow, and maybe it's why we're kind of looking a little silly, tomorrow will be 1 year that my buddy Ricky Cash passed away. 1 year tomorrow. My buddy and I, we drove down there. So
That's why I'm looking.
right,
up.
exactly. That's why I'm thinking like some crazy shit just went. I don't know if it went over the air
Maybe
or we
Ricky
just heard
was
it.
talking to us a day early.
Who
brother.
knows? It very well could be. All right, NBA playoffs going on. Joel Embiid made his big return to Philly last night. Helped them win convincingly.
Did they win?
They won like 30 points.
So
109 to 79
So
or
they're
something like
still
that.
down 2-1.
2-1, but it was very because James Harden, man, he just can't get around the doorpost right now. I mean, he's not doing well, and they need Embiid.
He's getting to be like the round mound to rebound.
He's either really on or really off.
You know,
There's no in between.
There's no consistency with him.
You know who the round mound to rebound
I do,
is?
Charles Barkley.
Thank you.
The man with the most interesting golf swing ever created.
And you know what? Charles Barkley's a great tipper.
Yes.
A great tipper.
He takes care of people.
Yes, he does.
Real quickly, who's in your finals for the NBA?
I would have to go with Golden State winning the whole thing.
Okay. Going against who on the East? Just curious.
We'll go Miami.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to Sixers.
And who are they going to play on the Western Conference?
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay, so you think the Sixers are going to go through now that Embiid's back?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't even think they're going to get past Milwaukee.
There's nobody. Well,
Embiid could play up against Giannis if he's healthy, if they make it to the finals. But
if Embiid can play, there ain't nobody can stop Embiid.
Yeah, be interesting.
Giannis can't.
Thomas Burnett says Warriors versus Celtics. I've completely forgotten that the Celtics are even still in the play.
Who?
I don't really even watch the
Excuse
playoffs.
me.
Too many teams make the playoffs. It's like hockey. Half the freaking league gets into the playoffs.
Hey, how
you
come
know?
we're not talking about the Golden Knights?
Because they're not playing anymore, and our person over there didn't put it on the sheet, and we don't have enough time to go into all their issues. But go ahead,
I've got one.
Go real quick.
The teammates do not like Jack Eichel. Okay? In my opinion, there's a few people, including the coach, that needs to go. Okay? Starting at the coach, well, maybe even above the coach. The coach needs to go. Eichel needs to go. Okay? The goalie needs to go.
The goalie needs to go.
Only got 3 words for the Knights. We want Fleury.
Thank you.
Okay, real quickly, what happened with Dave Chappelle being attacked on stage? I saw a quick picture, but I did not read the story. What happened?
There was a guy jumped up on the stage, had a knife,
and a gun.
They took his ass out, and they should have beat the shit out of him worse than they did.
Wow. Where was security? How did he get in? Don't they wand you?
It was he got past the metal detectors and stuff.
Yep.
He had like a replica gun, but he had a real knife attached to the gun. Yep. It was in his pocket. Luckily, he didn't pull it out. But he tackled Dave Chappelle in the middle of filming his Netflix special. Yeah, and all of his friends chased him on the stage, and that guy's arm was bent a whole nother direction.
Had it in his pocket, and lucky he didn't cut his dick off.
And he actually had the nerve to plead not guilty at court. Like it's not on 95 different videos.
Exactly. It's not like we don't have video proof. Thank you, Thomas. You have a good week also. All right, on that
Talk
chilling
to you
note,
later, my brother.
That does it. We made it. We got through it.
We did it.
We did it. We talked about everything that there is. Next week, we'll recap our predictions for Backlash. I will be videoing in next week. I will be in California on business. I will be doing all my shows next week out of Ontario, California.
That means I got to sit in the...
You don't have to. You can
With
stay
the
there
phone.
and we can. Shant can use this one and you just leave
Shant
this one.
don't know how to do the phone.
No, I know. That's okay. You
I'll
sit
sit
you look
there
very
next-
good in the. Maybe when I come back, you'll sit here and I'll sit in the middle.
Hell no.
I mean, I sit in the middle for my show. Thank you, Carlos. No, all right.
No.
But you do look good over here.
No.
You do look good. But I'll be on video. I'll be here to still help you.
There
Don't
you
worry.
go.
I'll still be on video.
Hey.
Just as long as you email me the run sheet.
Oh, for sure.
All right. With that, everybody, please continue to be safe. Final thoughts, Mr. Matt.
Everybody have a good, safe week. Enjoy WrestleMania Backlash. Hope to see everybody at UWW.
UWWFed.com. Chief.
Fix-A-Dent doesn't work.
Try it. I dare you.
I already have. It doesn't
Well, what's the
work.
other one? Polydent? Is
that
the
don't
other one?
work either.
How about a stapler?
I was thinking about super glue.
There you go. Gorilla
I was
Glue.
about to say, we'll get you Gorilla Glue like that girl's hair.
Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Santana Garrett, we love you, girl. Thank you for calling in to us. Jen, hope to see you soon. And
Absolutely.
Over to Mr. Aaron.
I look forward to meeting with Jennifer this week, and we're going to start tying up some details. Thank everybody for watching in 1 hour. Join me on Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips. I've got a loaded show, a busy show, a lot of people coming on, so you're going to want to tune in for that. Be kind to everybody. Well, that's that. We're all we have. Have a great week from all of us here at Thoughts Count Anywhere.